Yo, what's up, guys? Alright, so I have to admit, I made a bit of an oopsie poopsie with this video. So I have nearly 50 minutes of footage for what I'm gonna be doing today, but I didn't realize throughout the entirety of it that I had my microphone muted. So instead, we're just gonna be, I guess, commentating over key moments of it. I think that'll be just fine. Um, so what is in particular that we're doing today is let's see, yeah, the 10th anniversary coin collecting campaign part 2 missions. They have 4 missions for this. Actually, before I get into that, I do want to get this in the start of the video, just because I think it's really important, just so nobody makes any sort of mistake that they end up regretting. So, the Dragon Ball Heroes stuff is starting up, and they have this new free-to-play character, this female warrior in black. Um, Again, this isn't like necessarily related to like the contents of like this video, but I just think it's a very important thing to get out there. But we go down a little bit, and I think I went too far. Yeah, it's right here. All right, so the Super Dragon Ball Heroes crossover special missions. The number of female warrior in black who can be recruited from the missions is limited. Please consider carefully before exchanging her for trade points or selling her. So yeah, seemingly they don't have any intention to give this character out through like a special event or a story event or anything like that. It seems like this might just be a limited way to get her, like you can't get very many others. So I didn't accept these missions yet, but as you can see right here, we get a total of 19 copies of her through these missions. So, you got your initial copy, of course. You got 9 for getting the super deck up to 10, and then 4 for hidden potential nodes, and then the other 5 I think is actually maybe a hint towards this character potentially getting an easy A, because they don't have one quite yet. They have a Dokkan Awakening, but not in Extreme Z Awakening just yet. But I think that might be a hint towards it. But yeah, I just want to get that out there because just don't be reckless with these copies. So anyway, back to the actual video itself, like what we're going to be doing. So yeah, it's the missions that come with this. So well, that's a coin collecting campaign part 2. They have this section right here, which I think is definitely worth bringing attention to. Strengthen characters. So it is the part 1 LRs from the 3rd anniversary and the part 1 LRs from the 4th anniversary. And this says even after you do the passive skill transformations, you also are strengthened as well. It says the characters are scheduled to remain strengthened until mid-January 2025, so that's a bit before the 10th anniversary when that starts, which is going to be late January. So there's this note here as well. If you resume a suspended game after the characters are strengthened, the content may not be applied. Should you encounter the above situation, the characters will only be strengthened after you clear the stage or abandon the stage. Alright, so yeah, I guess it's just they check for the buffs right as you're entering an event, and that's like the only time they really do it. Yeah, it's kind of intriguing like that, considering that they never did anything like that before. Kind of makes me wonder, it's like what they could do in the future with that. So yeah, these are the missions right here. I know it might be kind of annoying to read them as it scrolls by, but basically it's just to complete these specific stages they want you to, with at least one of the characters listed here, which is yeah, right here. Dokkan Festival characters and LR characters who debuted after the end of the 2nd anniversary celebration and before the end of the 4th anniversary celebration. So, yep, good bit of characters there. We also have a visual list to go through. We actually go to the in-game missions, which I've already completed here. You just open up one of these, and they're gonna have the success thing in the way. But yeah, this is the whole list of characters just for like a more of a visual look at it. So, I do want to point out that it's just the 3-year LRs and the 4-year LRs, part 1 for both, that are strengthened. It's not like the part 2 characters of the 4th anniversary either that are. So yeah, that is definitely worth bringing up. So, yeah, we're gonna be going through a little bit of footage I recorded for these missions, especially since I actually made a team to include the 4 characters that were strengthened. So, um, first up is this one, which is clear stage 10 of Super Dragon. What am I talking about? Infinite Dragon Ball History. And then clear stage 4 of Boss Rush. Clear the Fighting Legend Goku GT Edition, and then clear any stage of the Ultimate Red Zone Movie Edition. So, yeah, not too bad. I did also want to mention to the actual buffs that the character's going to be getting. So, yeah, this is just the view from Dokkan Info. There's the string of characters right there. So they're getting 800% attack, 1000% defense, and 100% crit. So full crit builds are just kind of useless on them if anybody had went that. But then they also have this too that they found out as well. So specifically Super Gogeta, like whenever you do the passive skill transformation into this, not in Super Vegeta, just specifically this character right here. 1200% attack, 1200% defense, and then guaranteed crit. And then I think this is kind of likely right here what they say. Maybe this was done to balance the character since the guaranteed crit temporary buff makes 2 of his already existing skills nearly useless. So I think it's possible they probably did that intentionally. But what I also did want to point out too is going back to the part 1, which I did about like a month ago. Back in October, the part 1 for the coin collecting campaign. They didn't have anything about like characters being strengthened here. I think there might be a reason for that, and I think it's because they plan to super easy A at the very least the first anniversary characters. I'm not sure about the second anniversary characters, but I think it's very likely that they want to super easy A these, and then why they wouldn't want to buff them before they do that is, I think it's, I guess, to give people more of an idea of what their strength level is before the Super Easy A, rather than like having it tainted by like huge buffs like that. But it would have been fun to have them like that as well, but oh well, it's alright. So anyway, that's about it in terms of that. So we can just take a look at the missions. So I can't just teleport straight there because I already cleared it and I'm not going to be able to press attempt stage before, so we're going to have to go find stage 10 of Infinite Dragon Ball History. So let's go in, find it. Yeah, there it is. Scroll all the way down. So this is versus Majin Buu, which I think the reason why they picked this stage in particular is because of this character right here, because this is also Majin Buu Saga. They technically fought against, Majin Buu. So stage details, this is an Infinite Dragon Ball History stage from like years ago, so it really shouldn't be all too hard. They got some key sphere changing into sweet treats, but then phase 4 they stopped doing that. And then the very last phase is where Buu is able to dodge. So I also do want to explain this team setup I'd use. This is basically what I ran in like every mission here. Reason for that is that God Goku here has some form of orb changing. It's just changing random key spheres to physical, which isn't the greatest, but it's at least something to help especially the 3-year LRs get like high up in key, because their key mechanic is not all too great. And then Tech Gogeta here is a rainbow orb changer. So I basically just floated off both God Goku's Tech Gogeta and then made rotations of the 3-year LRs and then the 4-year LRs. So yeah, that's about it. Let's go over and just take a look at some footage. Alright, so we're just viewing the footage I had recorded that one time. So skip to turn 2 here because the first rotation was literally just all 3 orb changes, God Goku's and Tech Gogeta. So yeah, look at this. Start of turn, 1,000,000 defense, and then 955k for the 4-year LRs, which is insane. Considering the fact that they massively raised defense for 1 turn on their super attack effect. At least, you know, the 18 key for both of them. Yeah, they're gonna reach 2 million defense, which is just insane. Yeah, it was nuts going through just seeing them again like this. It's like is, and then yeah, the 3 LR Int Vegito there at 1 million defense as well. So key's not all too nice there for Vegeta, but as we'll see in a second, Goku just wipes the floor. This is the second phase, because the first phase was the Fat Boo. So 30 million from AGLS's 4 Goku there. Absolutely insane. And then guaranteed crit, yeah. It's gonna be kind of a shame seeing this go, because now they're actually like viable somewhat. I mean, especially with their attack stats being so insane. This actually makes me think, like, considering this, they could actually be good for grinding EZAs. That's something I might have to look into, because considering that, like, they might not ever do this again. This is really just I guess is a part of like the 10th anniversary countdown, which, yeah, they're very obviously wanting to hype up, considering that the game's been going on for a decade. It's almost going to be reaching that, which is crazy to think about. Alright, physical Gogeta here. Of course, they're probably going to handle this super like it's nothing. Or just dodge it. 30% dodge. 21 million. Guaranteed crit. And then, yeah, guaranteed crit. That is crazy. But then I think we go ahead and do one of the active skills here. So I think we do Vegeta's. It's not like he like stacks cross turns or anything. I think they get like a, what is it, like a start of each turn they get like attack buffs. But yeah. Go ahead and do the active me. Where is it at? Let's skip it a little bit. I'm just rambling here.
本当の戦いはこれからだ。今の俺は誰にも止められんぞ。ファイナルシャインアタック。
Yep. Yeah, that's very old voice quality. That was like one of the first active skills in the game, because they introduced that mechanic with the 4th anniversary. So now they have the 3 LRs linked up together here. I just wanted to make rotations just like these. And then the Int Vegito is probably just going to have a very similar performance to the physical Gogeta card. God, their stats are so insane now. I think I was looking at their key mechanic. Definitely not. I definitely didn't enjoy the fact that like they didn't buff the key mechanic at all, which sucks. They could have at least gave it to where getting like a type key sphere gives them 1 key. That could have helped out a lot, rather than just 2 key per rainbow key sphere, and then the transform state being 3 key per rainbow key sphere. But yeah, it's alright. And then let's see what they get. 21 million there. Okay. That's yeah, I'll definitely have to look and see what type of EZAs I can just demolish with these. I assume they have to work through EZAs, huh? Hopefully so. Alright, I don't quite remember. Do I actually save Goku's active skill? I think I might end up doing it here. Let's see. Skip ahead just a little bit. No, I just go through with it. Okay, I think I save it for later, because I think after this one there's 2 phases left. So I just save it for the very last phase there. But yep, 31 million on Goku there. It's absolutely insane what they did with these guys. Definitely gonna miss having all this, that's for sure. And yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, like the passive skill transformations, we just never get around to seeing with the 3 LRs, because like how we're gonna get to turn 6 and fall below 50% HP with how they are now. Absolutely nuts. Alright, and then get another turn out of physical Gogeta. Do they dodge? Nope, but double digit tank. This is such an old such an old stage. See, look at that 12 key only at 15 million. And here we are, last turn. I think this is where we up Goku's active skill. Was it instant kill? I'm not too sure, we'll just have to see. Got almost all Link's skills up. So I'm pretty sure should be sharing Kamehameha with Tech Gogeta there. Fairly certain, yeah. They should have that. So let's go ahead and do this active skill, old me.
手加減はいらねえな。今度の俺はちょっと強えぜ。うまい。ハメハメ。
Yep, just insta kills. That's nice. Alright, so that stage is all done. Alright, so next up is going to be stage 4 of Boss Rush, which, funny thing I ended up doing here, I remember I'd actually put the game in auto battle, auto map, and then I just ran about whatever else while that was going on. But we'll probably just go in like double or triple speed or something like that. Let's see, so let's go over and take a look at the event details there. So Boss Rush, that should be further down, I'm pretty sure. They really don't do these stages very often nowadays. Feels like they almost do like 1 or 2 every year. There we go, Dokkan event Boss Rush. So this was stage 4, right? Yeah. Let's look through it. Yep, this was the... So stage details... oh, we actually... we don't get to see. I guess it's just such a long list, but we at least get to see through this right here. So stage 4, AGS Super 17 in Super Gogeta, SCR Super Janemba, Physical SS3 Gotenks, and then Tech SS3 Broly. So I think the reason why they chose this stage was because I think it was... These are characters that like came out around that time between the... was it like between the 2nd and 4th anniversary? So that's probably why. I mean, they had a good couple of stages to pick there, but whatever. Yeah, I'll probably just do fast speed through. Alright, so there was that boss rush stage. We just double speed through it. So next up is the Fight Legend Goku GT edition, or the GT Legendary Goku event, as people call it. So this time we're gonna play through the footage at double speed again, but this time I'm just gonna commentate over it. There's some particular thoughts I have about the stage itself. So yeah, this is it right here. Before we take a look at the footage, we can see the stage details and enemy info. So there is 7 phases, and yeah, just going through everything. I really wish actually that this page showed what type of effects their super attacks can deal to you. So they show what type of super attack it is and what the name of it is, but I think it'd also be useful information to see what side effects they can deal to you. Because especially these first couple phases, I think the first one and the third one. Oh, well, yeah, I think it was the third one and the fourth one. I think all of these, except for this second phase right here, I think all of these can lower your own defense, and then especially be devastating against this phase right here. But yeah, just running with the same team, so I'll be right back with that. So here we are, running through double time speed and the Fire Legend GT Goku event, all that stuff. But just got particular thoughts about this stage. Also gives me oh wait, you actually get to see that boost skill effect boosted for a limited time. That is pretty cool. I actually get to show that in game. Actually, if we can look back, I showed the passive skill. Yeah, they don't actually say what exactly the boost is, but oh well. I mean, we saw it earlier in the video that those posts from Proton. So yeah, I remember whenever this stage first came out back in, what was it, Golden Week of 2021. It's always had us holding on to hope that Golden Week would come up with new difficult content, which thankfully in 2024 they did with the Majin Buu Saga Ultimate Red Zone. But yeah, I remember this stage back in 2021 was very, very tough because we had much smaller HP pools, where the leader skill would have HP plus 130% as opposed to at the very least 170 nowadays, and then possible 200% leader skill. So I mean, yeah, with this team we're running over 350k HP, while back then we were hitting around half that, 300k HP or something like that. But yeah, especially the golden grade 8 phase is what would be the terrorizer here, and the final phase also is nothing to scoff at either. They would deal I don't know, just a lot of characters in the game, they would just kill you by 300 or 400k HP or something. Or that's how much damage they would do to you, and that was just enough to wipe out your entire health bar. It is funny to think back about how that 300k damage was basically instant death, while nowadays we got bosses that can do 5 million, which is just insane. Like I was just talking about earlier, the Ultimate Red Zone, what is it, Majin Buu Saga edition? Yeah, they have the Kid Buu fight in there. It's if you get his attack all the way up by doing all the attacks to him, yeah, you can reach over 5 million attacks that on his super. And then not only that, but just yesterday's video we fought against the launch in the heart-pounding heroine battle, and there she has a super that's over 990 million, which is just that. It's comical at this point. It's how much. I think here I just launched both active skills. Surprisingly, that first one didn't finish off, but the second one does. So I don't know a whole lot going on there, but yeah, pretty easy now with the buffs and all that. Alright, so now that we have that stage done, we're going on to the last one, which is clear any stage of the Ultimate Red Zone Movie Edition. So the particular stage that I chose for this was, I also wanted to have it relate to, one of the characters here. So Yeah, this one, the movie edition. So I think this team actually is capable of the movie boss rush here, but I wanted to do specifically the Janemba fight, just because like it relates to the physical Gogeta LR, yeah, this character, because we had the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage related to this one, and then we had, what was it, the GT Legendary Goku event was kind of in with these two in a way, I suppose. And so I just thought I might as well get some representation for this guy. So see stage details. So phase 1 is just the base form Janemba, and then phase 2 start off in this int one, and then he has a rage mode kind of thing, goes into this phase. But this is shared HP pool. That's usually how like the rage modes with the bosses work. So let's go ahead and like see some of the footage there. Alright, so now we're also doing double time speed for this Janemba fight, because this was a lot easier than I thought. I mean, like if it was the characters without these like limited time buffs, then like maybe it would be a bit of more of a challenge, but here it is basically nothing. But since this is like a more recent challenge event than the others, you know, not insta-killing the phase this time. But yeah, that, I mean, he got the additional super attack there through in potential, so what was his defense, like 3 million? So yeah, I'm just going over the note here and just going over it in the original recording. It's actually something I didn't bother to check, but I have to see if that happens all the time or is consistent or something like that. It's just like if you close up the app or whatever. So now we're in this int phase, and what's funny is that I remember is that I'm pretty sure we just wipe out this this phase just in just this one turn. I think so. I think actually it moves on to the next turn. Actually, it's just that like he doesn't even get to the rage form. But yeah, this was a pretty challenging fight whenever it first released back in back for the 7th anniversary, which of course was at different times for Global and JP, which thankfully now we don't have to deal with that anymore. Yeah, the Broly fight was tougher than this one, but I think this was like the 3rd most difficult fight. I think this was like the 3rd most difficult, or if you want to include like the old Omega fight, that one might have that one might be difficult too, but in terms of like just this one movie edition. Oh, look at him dodging us, so we dodge him back. 30% dodge there. But yeah, this one was 3rd place, 2nd was like Bojack, and then 1st was the Broly fight. That's at least how it was back then. Alright, so that was all the missions. I got it set up on this view just so we can easily see all of the rewards we get. So total of, let's see, 20, 25, 20, and then 25. So that is 90 of those coins, and then we got 4 stones. Let me see if I can go find that special coin. Should be in other, maybe? No, not in here. Treasure? Yeah, it should be in here, huh? What? No? Oh yeah, there it is. So, yeah, we got 90 coins from the part 1, and we got another 90 from part 2. So, there's that. I know it was pretty weird of a video, but I mean, hey, I had to think of something unique considering the weird blunder that I made. But anyway, I hope you were able to enjoy. Anyway, I'll be seeing y'all for the next video, which, I mean, it might be some Dragon Ball Heroes related stuff, considering that that's recently started up. Yeah, probably like one of these two over here. So, excited to see what the characters are going to be, like the new summable characters. It's going to be a while before they release, because it's going to be, yeah, a couple days. It's going to come out on the 11th, I hear. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure y'all go check the Baba Shop.